And make sure you show all the respect and subscribe and like to the Triple B channel. Based Boxing Basement. Yes, hello, Wagwan. Hello. Yeah. So, you know what? I was thinking a lot about Savannah Marshall. Not not in a dirty way, but it's been on my mind, because it's the only woman, yeah, that I like in women's boxing. They're all wrong-uns, man. Katie Taylor, yeah, you know what? She's quite nice and all right, but I believe she's a rug muncher, and also she's like, you know what really bugs me about Katie Taylor? She gets so hyped, and especially Irish lads, right? They go, most of them go, "Oh, she's as good as the men." I'm like, no, she isn't. She isn't bad for women. I mean, she's good for women, but she's the best of a bad bunch, man. I mean, people. I remember I even watched the Olympics. What was that woman called? Nicola Adams in it, right? And again, they say the same thing every time, man. What a great advert for women's boxing, yeah? Oh, this is a super fight. Even when it's just a normal fight. What a great fight. And they always say, I don't know, they said Nicola Adams in the Olympics. This is like 2012 or whatever, I can't remember. And they're like, oh, she's as good, if not, no, she's better than some of the men here. And I was just astounded, man. I'm like watching this, this average boxing match with a woman that would get wiped on the floor by an average club fighter, let alone the Olympians there, and they're saying she's better than some of the men. Yeah, anyway, sorry, just as a side issue, talking over Nicola Adams, right? Check this out, right? Look at this. Bumping alone, Nicola Adams and pregnant girlfriend Ella Baig reveal baby's gender and say they won't enforce gender stereotypes. Yeah, so they are having a baby. Look at this. Olympian Nicola Adams and her pregnant girlfriend have announced that they are expecting a baby boy. Yeah, what do you mean they? Neither of these two have got nuts. Yeah, or are willing to stick the nut inside the other woman. Yeah, you know what? I don't know where the sperm comes from, right? But it's not from Nicola Adams. Yeah, I know why, right? But these people talking in completely unbiological manners. Their baby. It's not really. It's Ella Baig's baby and a mystery donor. And right on people go, oh, that's terrible. Don't be so, what they call it, homophobic and misogynistic. Two women can have a baby too. No, they can't, man. Yeah? The Nicola Adams can adopt one. I don't know. But, I don't agree with that stuff anyway. And then what it goes on to say, right? Okay, listen to this. This is very interesting. The sports personality, meaning Adams, who has been with Ella for 4 years, revealed this year that that's two of them, that's defined, that's correct use of that pronoun, their fourth round of IVF saw them fall pregnant. No. Only one person felt pregnant. What do you mean, them? Yeah? Now, you know what this is? A stupid pronoun nonsense, which has been enforced by globalists and sick people to confuse people, to get them obsessed with nonsense, about how people can change gender, change sex, change their identity. This is a demonic thing. It moves on to, like, you could be anything you want, yeah? In the sense that you get all these weirdos that change their bodies to look like demons and all that, man. I mean, Nicola Adams seems like a nice girl, but this is just sickness, man. She's another elitist porn, yeah? And it's more of this agenda, rubbing your face in it, destroying common sense, biology, nature, yeah? The natural order. So that's that's just messed up, bro. Right, so back on topic. So with regards, yeah, to female vs male boxing, I've already been through this. I'm bored of this conversation. I proved it. If you're an idiot that thinks Katie Taylor is as good as the man, then you know nothing about boxing, and you've been indoctrinated by the endless nonsense that comes out of people like Adam Smith's mouth. Yeah. Anyway, but Savannah, I got a soft spot for Savannah, as I said. She was shy. She's quite sweet. She's when she decides to make the effort, she's quite pretty. But I realize now, there's only one man in the mix, and that's Hughie. Hughie Fury. Yeah. Now, like I said, he's been getting trendy and dressing nice, and he's been hanging out with her a lot. Now, when you see them at the fight at the end of the what is it called? That woman that Savannah knocked out, Femke, something, her man's. And Hughie's there, man. Right at the end. He's there. He's got a protective arm around her. Yeah, he's protecting his woman from any other predatory men. And he's gazing at her with love. It's very sweet, to be honest. Yeah, and I've covered this enough, but the thing is, right? So in my comments, someone was saying about the Savannah, there's been some weird lookalike things going on. So one person said that the Hughie looks like Savannah. And I was like, Savannah's a female version of Hughie Fury. And Hughie's weird. He's got a weird head. Like, sometimes you can look just inbred and like some big farmer boy lump. Yeah, I don't think he's the smartest tool in the box by any means. But, I looked at Savannah's face and I'm like, they do look similar. They could be brother and sister, no problem. I mean, they might be cousins, who knows? I mean, some of these families stay quite close. But, I'm not hating on that. I think it's sweet that they look similar. To have a kid that would look like them. To know it's their kid. Yeah. And if it's a son, which fate says to me it will be, yeah, will be one of the greatest heavyweight champions ever, if not the greatest heavyweight champion ever. But someone else said something else in the comments. He was like, I was raving a bit about Sav, and he's like, you know what? Savannah Marshall looks like Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, the Welsh footballer. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. Because I didn't even have to look at a picture of Gareth Bale. I know what he looks like, but I didn't have to compare. I knew it. She does. She looks just like Gareth Bale, I even think she might be a little more masculine than Gareth Bale, but he's a bit, he's a bit of a sort of, well, obviously he's not a pretty boy, but he ain't exactly a alpha male face. But you know what? I kind of lost my desire for Savannah, yeah? I lost my wood. My wood disappeared. Yeah? It turned to like warm butter, because, look at her. Now, every time I look at her, I think that's Gareth Bale. I wouldn't want to lay on top of Gareth Bale. Would you? So, yeah, my weapon was drained of blood, when it comes to Savannah now. And the subscriber that commented, he ruined my crush. He ruined my crush now, man. I can't look at Savannah without thinking of Gareth Bale. Yeah? So that's a bit tragic. But I did watch the fight again. As I said, regardless of the Gareth Bale situation, lookalike, she can punch. She's got a nice fluid movement. Yeah, she's a bit slow. Peter needs to work on some explosiveness there, and there are many exercises. She knocked this girl clean out. You rarely see that in the women's boxing. You very rarely see that stuff. But it was good. It was good. A decent performance, better than that the Ghetto Shields thing, who went the distance. But one thing I noticed, right, like Adam Smith, right, from Sky Boxing, Adam Smith. Now, I'm not the only one in this camp that cannot stand the man. That cannot stand the man. Now, let me be clear, right? Yeah, I've said this before, and I repeat it again. When I've got 1,000 subs, yeah, I'm going to reveal the nature of this snake, and he will get exposed. People would know how he got to where he did. Yeah, you understand me? But I want my 1,000 subs because everyone has monetized this thing. Although apparently there's like a waiting period of 3 weeks or something before they decide whether you're adequate for monetization. But let's just say I'm desperate to get this video out, yeah, to show the scumbagness of Adam Smith. And everyone in boxing dislikes him as a boxing fan. Like I said, the only thing the most positive comment I've heard is, "Oh, he's not that bad." You know, that's the best I've ever heard. Not, you know, you'd think there'd be some idiot out there that like him. You know, he does that dramatic, theatrical, growling thing. It's just, everyone sees through it. Cliche after cliche after cliche. Yeah, he doesn't have any insight. Anyway, look, I'll rinse him later, man. But what I'm saying about Adam Smith, yeah, you know, he's got that phrase. He's got a bunch of phrases. I did a video on this with some of his favourite phrases. Phrases like, the touch paper is about to be lit. And he comes into a cacophony of noise. Yeah, the other one, the most famous one is, you know, at the end of the fight, yeah, you know, most fights will hug at the end, you know, it's just standard, you know. Oh, thanks, man, good fight and all that thing. But, you know, like, I don't know how many times he says it, Smith, but every time he's like, and there's the respect, and it's great to see, isn't it, Johnny? You know, every time, man. You know, don't you have any self-awareness? Anyway, in the Savannah Marshall fight, he used 3 times the word respect within, I don't know, about a minute. Yeah, I've taken a recording of these. Now you got to watch out with things like Sky. If you use too much of their footage, they'll give you a copyright claim and stuff. You know, even though I think you're allowed to use like up to 15 seconds on any reporting that you do on an event, but whatever. I'm not getting into that, but. So I've like put a little filter ting on it, and we'll see. Hopefully I won't get struck, but yeah, listen to this. There's 3 times he mentions the respect.
Was a concern there from Hughie Fury. Good to see. Great deal of respect between Marshall and Hermans all week, and there is the respect amongst the boos here. Respect and a hug. Great to see.
I mean, it just strikes me as extraordinary, you know, that you have so little self-awareness, you just repeat the same stuff every time. And you what, you don't think the public have clicked, you know? And you know, all you have to do is go on. Now, he's a narcissist. Now, these narcissists, yeah, one of the features of a narcissist is that they love, you know, to hear people speak about them, but only positively. You know, they love to see, you know, what their kudos is in the community. Now, you know, you would expect Smith to go online occasionally and see what people are saying about him. Although, you know, he's very easy to be really quiet. Never appear on any interviews, you know. He never write on any forums or social media or things, because I think early on he went online. Oh, let's see what people think. And every forum I went to, you know, there'd be Adam Smith. He's the worst person I've ever heard. I can't stand him. I have to switch off the volume, and they would rinse him out over and over again. Now, he must be thick-skinned, but I guess he's like, look, the best thing to do is just avoid that. And I'll just pretend that I'm really good, you know? And, you know... Yo, anyway, fuck Adam Smith, yeah? As I said, he's going to get exposed